Principles, Life and Work by Ray Dalio is a profound exploration of the key ideas and values that have driven one of the world's most successful investors and entrepreneurs. Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater Associates, one of the largest and most successful hedge funds, shares his unique approach to life and work, built on a foundation of clear, actionable principles. Structure and content. The book is divided into 3 parts. The first is a brief autobiography. The second covers Dalio's principles for life, and the third delves into his principles for work. This structure allows readers to understand the context from which Dalio's principles emerged, and then dive into the specifics of how he applies them to both personal and professional realms. Autobiography. In the autobiographical section, Dalio recounts his journey from a middle-class upbringing to becoming a billionaire hedge fund manager. He provides insights into his early experiences, the founding of Bridgewater, and the challenges he faced along the way. This narrative is not only inspiring, but also sets the stage for the principles he later discusses, showing how they were forged in the crucible of real-world experience. Life principles. Dalio's life principles are grounded in a philosophy of radical truth and radical transparency. He believes in embracing reality, accepting painful truths, and constantly learning from mistakes. One of the key takeaways from this section is the importance of being open-minded and having the humility to seek out the best ideas regardless of their source. He introduces the concept of hyperrealism, which is about seeing things exactly as they are, without any bias or illusion. This principle encourages individuals to confront their weaknesses, understand their strengths, and approach life with a continuous desire to improve. Dalio also emphasizes the significance of meaningful relationships and the value of making decisions that align with one's principles and long-term goals. Work principles. The work principles are an extension of Dalio's life principles applied to an organizational context. At Bridgewater, Dalio implemented a culture of radical transparency, where employees are encouraged to speak openly, share ideas, and challenge each other's thinking. This approach fosters an environment where the best ideas rise to the top, regardless of hierarchy. Dalio also discusses the importance of creating a meritocracy of ideas, where decisions are made based on logic and data, rather than emotions or egos. He provides practical advice on hiring, team building, and decision-making, all of which are guided by his principles. The emphasis is on creating systems that allow for continuous improvement, learning from mistakes, and optimizing performance. One of the standout concepts in this section is the idea meritocracy, where decisions are made based on the merits of the ideas presented, rather than the rank or title of the person presenting them. Dalio also introduces tools like baseball cards to track employees' strengths and weaknesses, and pain buttons to trigger reflection and learning from failures. Impact and reception. Principles, Life and Work has been praised for its depth and practicality. Dalio's principles are not just abstract ideas. They are actionable strategies that can be implemented in both personal and professional life. The book has resonated with a wide audience, from business leaders to individuals seeking to improve their decision-making and life outcomes. However, some critics have noted that Dalio's approach can be perceived as rigid or overly analytical, potentially at odds with more emotional or intuitive decision-making processes. The emphasis on radical transparency and hyperrealism may not appeal to everyone, particularly those who value privacy or prefer more traditional, hierarchical structures in their work environment.